Hey guys, today we're doing a Ninja Creami experiment. I'm making 5 flavors, all without heavy cream, all gluten-free, well mostly, and some can even be dairy-free. And yes, we're adding all the fun mix-ins like cookie dough, peanut butter, cream cheese, all the things that make it creamy without the heavy cream. Because let's be real, who keeps heavy cream lying around? Not me. Let's get started. Here are all the ingredients you'll need for my personal favorite, cookies and cream. Feel free to take a screenshot so you can follow along too. Alright, so let's be real here, just full transparency, this is an experiment. It's going to be fluffy, it's going to be a little messy, but that's the fun part. Alright, so we're going to pour in some milk. You can do almond milk, regular milk, whatever. Almond milk by itself is a little watery because it doesn't have full fat, so we're going to add a little bit of fat later. I'll show you. Add in some protein powder, a little pinch of salt, some vanilla extract, and now here's the fat that we're going to add. I'm using cookies and cream granola butter, but if you don't have granola butter or whatever, you can use cookie butter, you can use almond butter, you can use any sort of nut or seed butter, whatever you like. That keeps it creamy and helps add to the creamy aspect. If you don't do that, it's like basically frozen water, which is like basically ice. And that's not really ice cream. You see where I'm going with this? Totally okay. Pop it in the freezer for at least 24 hours, and here we are the next day. We're going to put some gluten-free Oreos in a bag and crush them up. You can do any flavor of Oreos. They don't have to be gluten-free either. Just crush up some Oreos. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Now we're going to put the ice cream that has been frozen for 24 hours into the little insert here. And then I'm going to put it on the ice cream mode on my Ninja Creami, like so. Pop it in there, and don't put the Oreos in it yet.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Hello. Sorry, I'm doing the voiceover in my... Alexa, No, I'm not talking to you, Alexa. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to keep it real here. I'm going to keep that part in. It's kind of funny. Okay, anyway, after it has been on the normal ice cream mode, we take it out, and ta-da! It's fluffy, not super creamy, which is totally fine. This is an experiment, but it still turned out amazing. Now we're going to dig a little hole in the middle of it so we have room to put the Oreos in, like so. Now you dump all your Oreos. I think I used about 8 to 10 Oreos because I like it super flavorful and full of cookies. Pour them all in the hole. Make sure it doesn't overflow so that you don't break your Ninja Creami. I kind of use the spoon to push it back down in there like that. And then I put the lid back on nicely and made sure the paddle wasn't going to fall off or anything. And I put it on mix-in mode. That way the machine will know to mix in the Oreos, you know what I'm saying? And it was so satisfying to watch, I'm not gonna lie. And guys, this one turned out amazing. I haven't had cookies and cream ice cream in such a long time since becoming gluten-free, and this lived up to my expectations. It turned out so good, and even though it didn't have heavy cream, which is why I'm assuming it was kind of more fall apart-y than normal, it turned out really good. And after freezing for another day, here's what my brother's looked like. It perfectly rolled into balls. It's amazing. Alright, this was another fan favorite in my house, chocolate fudge supreme. So, here are the ingredients. Take a screenshot so you can follow along too. We are going to put in some milk. You can use whatever type of milk you want. You can even do chocolate milk. It can come from a cow, it can come from a plant, it can come from an oat, whatever you want. Now, you're going to add in a little bit of cocoa powder. It gives us the chocolatey vibes and a little bit of sweetness to balance it out. Now for the fat, because we're not using heavy cream, I did about a tablespoon of Nutella. Personally, I don't like Nutella, but I found in this recipe you can't really taste the hazelnut. So that's good. It adds fat, it adds chocolate, it makes it nice and creamy, dreamy, and it's really good. You can also, if you don't have cocoa powder, you can add in some Nesquik powder. I think I added in a little bit of Nesquik powder as well, just to give it a little more flavor. I also added a little bit of syrup to add some sweetness to this one. And it turned out pretty good. It's all about mimicking that rich mouth feel without the heavy cream and dairy overload if you're trying to make it gluten-free. I mean dairy-free. Put it in the freezer for at least 24 hours per usual, and then the next day put that baby in your Ninja Creami like so. And since there are no mix-ins in this one, I just put it on the ice cream mode. But if you want, you can add some chocolate fudge. You can add some crushed chocolate bars. Oh, fancy, fancy chocolate.
Coffee yet?
Not yet. We were thrilled with how this one turned out. The chocolate one was gone in literally like 5 minutes. It turned out so good. But yeah, you can totally add chocolate bars, chocolate chips. You can add whatever you want because, you know, texture, flavor, funsies, chocolatey deliciousness. You can even add peanut butter. I bet that would be delicious in this one. Alright, coffee flavor next. Here are the ingredients that you'll need. Take a screenshot so you can follow along too. For this one, we only need a little bit of milk. So 1/4 cup of milk and then 3/4 cup of your favorite coffee. For me, I did a one from Starbucks. I think it was honey. What do I get? Honey vanilla latte. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm sorry, I don't go to Starbucks a whole lot, but that's what I get when I do go there. Mix it up and then add in a little bit of cream cheese to make it creamy instead of icy. Instead of cream cheese, if you want, you can do nut butter. Totally fine. That's literally all that's in this one. Freeze it for 24 hours and then pop it into your Ninja Creami like so. And put it just on the ice cream mode. You can do light ice cream if you want to. I just did regular ice cream. Now, if you want a little less coffee, you can do less coffee and more milk. Just make sure that it evens out to a cup of liquid. So you can do like 1/2 cup coffee, 1/2 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of coffee, 1/4 cup milk, whatever you want. That's what I did. It's a win-win. And then, boom, it turned out amazing and it tasted like coffee. Like, probably because it is just like basically straight coffee with a little bit of milk and cream cheese, but it turned out amazing. It was delicious. I love coffee ice cream, and this one was a solid 10 out of 10. It would be really good with a caramel drizzle on top too. Okay, this has to be my second favorite one. It's strawberry cheesecake, and it's gluten-free. Here are the ingredients. Okay, so first you're going to pour in your milk, and then to your milk you're going to add some softened cream cheese or a dairy-free version if you have one. The cream cheese makes it creamy. It adds the fat that we don't have because we don't have any heavy cream, and it just makes it oh so delicious. Next time I do this, I'm probably going to use heavy cream, but for experimental purposes today, I didn't because I didn't have heavy cream and I didn't want to go to the store. So anyway, you can add a little bit of pudding mix if you want, but for me, I just added some protein powder because it adds a little bit of protein. It adds the same creaminess as pudding mix, but if you have pudding mix, go ahead and add that. It can smooth it out. Add in some vanilla, and then add in a cup of frozen strawberries. They can be freezer burnt. It doesn't matter. It's all going to go back in the freezer anyway. So they're sweet. They help thicken the base a little bit, and they add that strawberry flavor, and it tastes delicious. If you want to add some strawberry syrup or something like that, you totally can, but I just stuck to the real strawberries, and it turned out amazing. Pop that baby in the freezer overnight for 24 hours, and then the next day you're going to go ahead and put it in your Ninja Creami, also on regular ice cream mode. Let me tell you real quick, this one turned out really, really good. This is like, it's healthy-ish too because it has fruit and there's like no sugar. So it is healthy. You can eat it for breakfast. I took some gluten-free graham crackers and I lost the footage, but I crushed them up in a bag like that to add to the cheesecake aspect.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh my god! That's awesome! As you can tell, my brothers and I were thrilled with how this cheesecake one turned out. Strawberry cheesecake. It was amazing. The texture was really good. It was a little bit less creamy because I had the strawberries in there, and it actually tasted so good. Oh my gosh. The cream cheese adds the perfect creamy cheesecakiness, and then topping it with the gluten-free graham crackers, amazing. 10 out of 10. Tasted like a strawberry cheesecake, but in ice cream form. My brother Caden devoured this, and he loved it so much that he went back for seconds and thirds. Oh my gosh. Last but not least, cookie dough. Fun fact, my cookie dough wasn't actually gluten-free, so I did it last to avoid cross-contamination. If you want it to be truly gluten-free, use Sweet Lawrence cookie dough. That stuff is amazing. I thought I had some, but I ended up not having any, so I just did regular not gluten-free cookie dough, but that's okay. So you're going to pour in your milk and then a little bit of softened cream cheese. That way it can be a nice creamy base. The cream cheese adds that. If you don't want to do cream cheese, just use the same ratio of cream cheese but use nut butter or something like that instead. Add a little bit of vanilla extract, and then you can go in with some vanilla pudding mix or protein powder, whatever you want. If you want to add that, it's optional. Then to sweeten it up, add a little bit of maple syrup or honey, depending which one floats your boat. I went with syrup for this time around because my siblings don't like the taste of honey very much. Then I covered it up and froze it for 24 hours. I'm gonna have to hurry anyway because my camera is about to die. Luckily, my camera didn't die. So I put the ice cream in on the regular ice cream mode, and then, I'm sorry if this is boring you guys. I'm really trying to be entertaining, but I was kind of a mess when I filmed this because I was so excited to use my new Ninja Creami that I was just so giddy about it. Okay, same thing here. You're going to dig a hole in the middle, and then you're going to crush up your cookie dough, kind of tear it into smaller pieces. The smaller the better because that makes it easier for the Ninja Creami to break it apart and actually mix it in, and you don't want to break your Ninja Creami, do you? No. So make sure that they're small enough chunks, and then push them down into that hole, cover it back up, and put it on the mix-in mode. It ended up really, really tasty, and this one was a lot less fluffy and more creamy, probably because some of the cookie dough got incorporated into the actual Ninja Creami base itself. It was super fun, and my siblings really enjoyed this cookie dough ice cream. So next time I go to the store and get some gluten-free cookie dough, I'm going to try this again and actually make it gluten-free so I can partake in this part too. Okay, mistakes, but that's okay. And the fun thing about all of this is it can be made all without heavy cream like I did here, and it can be gluten-free and dairy-free and egg-free, so it's really allergy-friendly ice cream. If you want me to do more Ninja Creami experiments and recipes like this one, comment below and let me know what you want to see next, because look, I am full of ideas for this baby, so I want to get as many recipes out of it as I can. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry if this video was a little bit messy, but you know what? We all have those days, you know what I'm saying? And it turned out really, really good. So I hope you guys liked watching this. Make sure to like and subscribe for more recipes. And let me know what other recipes you want to see next. I always want to make more. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out with me.